Hey guys, I'm Avail back again with another video on this Moto G52. In this video, let's check on the cameras and we'll see that how good are they. Yeah. Now, this Moto G52, it comes with triple camera setup on the back. You can see that it has 50 megapixel primary sensor, then 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel macro sensor. On the front, we have this 16 megapixel selfie shooter. Now, if you check the camera app, it is typical Moto camera AY. You have these options: video, photos, portraits, pro. Then more options, you have these night vision, spot colors, dual captures. These are there. Now if you check the shutter speed, yeah, it is not that fast. Yeah, this is a common thing that I found with phones running on with the Snapdragon 680. Now let's start with the samples and we'll see that how good are they. First of all, I would like to show you one thing. This macro mode actually is actually supported in video as well. So let's check one macro video recording. After that, I'll be showing you other video samples and still images. So before we start, if you're new to my channel, then do hit the subscribe button to watch more videos. And if you've already subscribed, a big thank you to all of you guys. So let's get started.
You can use the macro lens to record videos as well, and actually it is usable. Let me show you this. You can play with it. Yeah, you can see that it is actually good, not bad. Yeah, you can use it if you want to have fun with it. You can try it, and it is not bad actually. Yeah, and considering the price they are giving this, so that's really good. Yeah, it's not bad. The macro video, it's something that I've liked it. Yeah, it's quite windy here, that's why it is struggling to focus. Yeah, but you can see that yes, you can use it. Yes, you can use it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the focus could have been better, but yes, you can use it, no problem. Yep. So if you want to have fun with it, you can try this one. And it is actually, look, you can see that you can capture details really. So I'm impressed with this macro lens, which is actually something new. So guys, here is a quick sample from the front camera of this Moto G52. The front camera doesn't support EIS, yeah, and it can record up to 1080p videos. Now let's walk faster to check the stabilization, and you let me know how is the the video quality. I'm not using any gimbal, so you can check the stabilization, and not even any external mic, so you can check the sound capture as well. Now let's check the dynamic range. You can say that it is quite average. Yeah, but the stabilization is not that bad, though it is not having any kind of EIS, the front camera. But yes, the HDR effect is not that good. The dynamic range is not that good. Now let's check the colors. Yeah, so you let me know what you think. According to me, it is quite average. Yeah, the dynamic range, you can see that it's okay. And now let's check on the rear camera. Now this is a quick sample from the rear camera. The rear camera can also record just 1080p videos. Yeah, you can see that the colors are looking good, but yes, yeah, the shifts are not that smooth. Yeah, obviously the air is there, but it is not that effective. Now let's check the focus. Yeah, the focus is good, not bad, but yes, it takes a second, I would say, to refocus. But yes, considering the price, you can see that yes, you have to tap actually if you want a quick focus. Yeah, but it is okay. The colors are looking good. Yeah, you can see that. Now let's walk faster to check the stabilization. The stabilization is okay, not that bad. The dynamic range is also good. Yeah, so I'm working faster now. You can check the sound capture as well, the color shifting here. Yeah, the dynamic range is good, not bad. Yeah, so what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. According to me, the video quality is okay, not bad. Yeah, considering the price, it's okay. Yeah, so now let's check on the still images. So first of all, let's start with some window selfies. You can see that in artificial light, the pictures are looking a bit dull because it is failing to capture more details. The sharpness is not that good, but the good thing is that the skin tones, the complexion is looking natural, not very artificial. But yeah, they are a bit dull. Yeah, even if there is good lighting, you can see that it fails to capture details. So indoor selfies, they are not looking that good, yeah, because the overall image quality is actually really average. If you go outside, again I can say that the details are not that good, and even the dynamic range is also not that good. You have to tap actually, and if you tap, you can see that the results are actually good. Yeah, the dynamic range is looking good, but if you don't tap, sometimes it produces this kind of image. So I can say that the selfie camera is really average. You can see this, yeah, because the skin tones, they're looking good, but detailing is not that good. Yeah, it fails to capture more details. So you can see that the t-shirt that I'm wearing, it's not looking exactly the way it is actually. So the selfie shooter is quite average. Now if you check the portrait shots, the 16 megapixel front camera is actually not that good, and it doesn't feel that it is 16 megapixel if you check the details, overall image quality, and particularly the depth effect is okay, but it is not that good. And as I told you, the sharpness is missing, details are not that good, and it is actually looking a bit grainy, I would say. Yeah, and you can see that if it is really good lighting, very sharp lighting, then you can see that it captures details. But yes, otherwise it is actually struggling. You can see that the edge detection is average, no problem. Yeah, but I was expecting better. Now if you check the rear portrait, again you can see that it fails to focus. The focus is not that sharp, okay, and the main object is not being highlighted. You can see that the depth effect is also really poor in this case, and it is also struggling to handle the exposure. Here you can see that. Yeah, and overall I can say that the rear portraits are quite average. Yeah, it is not looking like a 50 megapixel sensor. Now here again, if you take non-human objects, you can see that the color reproduction is okay, but it struggles to focus and create a good edge, and the depth effect, they are looking poor here. Yep, and you have to actually fiddle with the phone to adjust the distance to get a proper view, the depth effect. You have to be really steady. So I can say that the portrait shots are also quite average. Now when it comes to HDR shots, you can see that the HDR effect is there. You can see that it can highlight the shadows well, yeah, but overall detail is something that is a concern here. The images are looking a bit washed out. Yeah, as I told you, the HD effect is there, but still the image quality is not that good, and the colors are looking a bit washed out. They are not looking vibrant, so it won't be eye-catching. You may find it better on the screen, but if you check it on a laptop or other screen, then you will see that the overall image quality is not good. Though HDR effect is okay, I would say, not bad. Here you can see that it can highlight the different shades here, but yes, the overall image quality is not that good. The wide angle lens is okay, I would say. You get a good wider view actually, but yes, it fails to capture details. The overall color reproduction is okay, not bad, but yes, I'm really impressed with the HDR effect. You can check the sky and the shadows here. Here again you can see that the sky is very well exposed here, but yes, the details are not that good, and it looks a bit washed out. The color reproduction is not that sharp. The colors are not that vivid according to me. Otherwise it's okay, so I'm not that unhappy with the wide angle shots. The macro lens is actually decent, not bad. The ones that I've checked recently, this one is actually decent. And you can see that it can capture details and you can go closer, of the object, and you don't have to struggle a lot to get a better view here. And you can see that it can capture details, and color reproduction is very natural, not very oversaturated, and you can see that it looks good actually. So the macro lens is doing good. Yeah, you can take good looking images. Here you can see that, and the good thing is that details are maintained, plus the color reproduction is also good, not bad. So I'm really happy with the macro lens, but this is something that most of us we don't use, so practically it is not that useful. So finally, let's talk about the night photography. This is where it struggles a lot, I would say. The selfie shooter doesn't support night vision, so you can see that the photos are looking really grainy. The noise reduction is really poor, and details, they are not that visible, and the color reproduction is also not good, I would say really poor. So the selfie shooter of this Moto G52 is really terrible in low light according to me. Even the rear camera, that is also something that I would say really poor. It fails to capture more light. As a result, details are not visible. The color reproduction is also very, it looks really washed out, I would say. And as I told you, the noise reduction is really poor. Yeah, and I must say that this is really poor. And if your priority is night photography, then you should go for other devices. The overall camera setup is not that good. Moto should have work on this thing. They should improve the imaging process and their camera setup, because the ones that I've checked recently, whether it is Moto G31, even the Moto G51, that is also not that good considering the price. So the night photography on this one is really poor according to me.
So guys, I believe that after checking on the samples, you've got some idea about the cameras of this device. To be honest, I found it to be really average, and it appears that Moto, they have cut corners when it comes to the camera process of this device. The imaging process is not that sophisticated. Yeah, they could have worked on it. Yeah, though they have used good sensors, but yes, overall image processing is really poor. Yeah, the end results are not that good. Plus, I believe that this Snapdragon 680 has its limitations, like it cannot record 4K video, so video recording capability is not that good. Although I've found that in video recording, the sound capture is really good, although the overall quality is not that good. Now the macro sensor is also good, but normally we don't use that. Yeah, and I must say that other images, the portrait shots, the HDR shots, selfie particularly, it's really average according to me. So if your topmost priority is camera, then I believe that you should go for other options. Yeah, at this price point, I can say that Samsung F23 would be a better choice. Yeah, with 4K recording capabilities. So what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. And obviously, if your topmost priority is display and sound under under 15,000 or 14,000, then this is the best option. But yes, in terms of cameras, it is quite average according to me. So what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments, and if you end up liking my videos, then do subscribe to watch more videos. So till the next video guys, cheers.